Approaching 6:49 this Thursday, back here before you head out with our top stories on our Smart Start and some breaking updates on a case overnight. A young man taken into custody. He's accused of hitting an RPD car and causing a different crash during a chase. This began just before 8 o'clock at Joseph Avenue and Sullivan Street. Police were there for a traffic stop when a 21-year-old man in another car hit an RPD cruiser and took off. Officers later saw the man and tried to catch up to the suspect's vehicle as he continued on North Clinton toward 104. At a ramp at Seneca Avenue, the suspect hit another car. Police say he got out and tried to run, eventually brought into custody. Charges are still pending against that suspect. Another man is still on the run, but he is wanted following a police chase on Hudson Avenue last month, and he's been indicted. February 17th, troopers say David Robinson ran a red light and hit an RTS bus while trying to get away from them. A woman standing nearby was seriously hurt when she was trapped underneath the wreckage. 3 days after his arrest, Robinson was released from custody. State authorities from Docks tell us they are still actively searching for him. The jury indictment is for a series of charges, including assault, a gun charge, and fleeing police causing serious harm. 3 suspects have also been indicted this week in connection to an armed robbery and rape last month in the city's South Wedge. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Zyron Drumgool and a 16-year-old boy robbed and sexually assaulted a victim behind a home on Lux Street. She'd gone there to meet up with someone she had met online. Those 2 suspects were indicted for rape, robbery, and gun charges. Police say a third defendant, 19-year-old Kamari Welsh, came out of the home during the assault and started hitting the victim. He is charged with robbery and criminal possession of a weapon. Welsh is also the same suspect recently named as an arrest for an attempted murder. That was from a shooting in November on Rugby Avenue. Police in Webster are still asking for your help to find Peyton Hicks, a missing 16-year-old. The teen last seen Tuesday night around 8, at the time wearing a gray t-shirt and some sweatpants. If you know anything about her whereabouts, you're asked to please call 911. President Donald Trump says the war with Iran has already been won. It's just a question of when to stop. Meantime, new details are coming out about the strike in Kuwait that killed multiple U.S. service members in the first weekend of the conflict. More than 60 American troops were injured in the strike, about 30 still hospitalized with brain injuries and wounds from shrapnel.
We got to finish the job, right? We don't want to go back every 2 years.
This doesn't sound like a war that we can simply declare victory tomorrow.
Law enforcement is downplaying the potential risk of Iranian drone strikes in the U.S. after an FBI memo raised concerns Wednesday. That letter warned Iran may try to launch drones in a surprise seaborne attack off the coast of California, but Homeland Security experts caution it may not point to an immediate threat. Law enforcement groups and intelligence officials say there's no known specific threat underpinning the message, which made the rounds about a week ago. It was sent out through the field office of the FBI in Los Angeles. In order to offset the rising cost of gas, President Trump is ordering the release of 172 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve starting next week. That decision comes after the president spoke with leaders from other wealthy nations that make up the International Energy Agency. Members of the IEA have pledged to release a record high 400 million barrels to try to curb the rising prices and disruptions. The average cost for gas yesterday here in the States, $3.58. That's up more than 60 cents from a month ago. Your sunrise traffic here, 652, still okay if you're about to head out next couple of minutes. 590 north and southbound on the east side looking okay. 490 from the west side all the way out toward the split with 590 headed towards Victor, moving along at speed. We want a fair contract. Hearing that message from employees at Rochester Regional's Unity Living Center, demanding a fair deal and better support from management. Caregivers and advocates picketed outside the facility yesterday. They tell News 8 they're burnout and need RRH to start picking up some slack. Employees say without better pay, benefits, and stability, they cannot provide the best patient care for our region's most vulnerable. Union reps say they've not heard from the CEO of Rochester Regional, and they say their pleas are falling on deaf ears.
He has not attended not one session. And when you look at it, this contract expired back July 31st of 2025. They've had more than 17, 18 sessions, and there has not been no chip.
Truthfully, the whole building would fall apart if the nurses and the CNAs just decided to walk out, and that's where we're at this point. We don't want to do it because we love the job that we do.
The healthcare system responded in a statement saying at the most recent bargaining session, it put forward a number of counter proposals addressing wages and training. You can find that full statement with this article on the homepage of RochesterFirst.com. Big decisions are looming on the Hill at Syracuse University. Within the past 24 hours, SU decided to fire the men's basketball head coach Adrian Autry. This comes after the team finished with his second straight losing season for the first time since the 1960s. In his 3 seasons as head coach, Autry led the Orange to a 49-48 overall record and did not make the NCAA tournament. A move to hire a new athletic director may come very soon. Multiple reports are saying University of Toledo's athletic director, Brian Blair, has agreed to terms to become the next AD in Central New York at Cuse, pending the approval this morning of the school's board. Blair has been at Toledo since 2022. The football team there won the MAC championship within that year, and the men's basketball team got the regular season conference titles in 23 and 24. The Buffalo Sabres' recent run at KeyBank Center is rocking so much the ticket prices just keep on going up. I want to show you a live check of Ticketmaster for upcoming games. Buffalo's looking to extend the lead over the Lightning in the division tonight when the Sabres host the Capitals. The team's won 8 in a row, hasn't lost since the Olympic Games, currently 4 points above the Lightning. And there you see the seating chart. You want to get in the door? It's at least $60 and change. Ticket prices aren't the only things flying up. During Tuesday night's game, Sabres fan Catherine Butt was sitting center ice when forward Alex Tuck tried to feed the pass down the boards, accidentally sending the puck out of play. You see it there. It hit Catherine in the head. She was worried she was going to miss the rest of the game. Got checked out. The paramedic said, "You're okay to go back to your seat."
There wasn't a question of if I was going to go home or not because medical cleared me. I wanted to see the rest of the game. I wanted to be part of the energy.
And there, got the puck too. Puck drop tonight at KeyBank just a little after 7. Could have been so much worse. I mean, you think about this, why they have the nets up on the end, but man, what a way to have a souvenir and a story.
Yeah, so apparently the players and the audience bleeds.
I saw that. She had the blood on her hand. Yeah. She was like, thumbs up. Here I go, ready to go.
Amazing. Yeah. I love that we're talking about the success of this team. It's
oh,
great.
I know. And it
Vibes
is,
are up.
We're going to have playoff hockey here. Man.
Winning solves everything.
It does. It does.
We are maybe not winning in the weather as temperatures are just way down from yesterday in the 30s. That temperature difference that will show at noon is going to be some -20, -30 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be interesting for some flakes mid-morning, and then we warm up, get to about 40 in the afternoon, and then parade day Saturday. Sure, chilly, but the good news is the sun should come out.
Tomorrow morning here at sunrise, we're live with some of the Irish dancers that will be in the parade. 9 o'clock on our podcast on the Rochester First streaming out. One of the producers from this year's Jazz Festival talking about the full lineup that's out. CBS Mornings on the way at 7. We're both back here at 7:25.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.